Okay, so let's just think about this for a second. You, me, a top scientist, a billionaire, an Olympic athlete, we all get the exact same 24 hours in a day. So what's the difference? It's that they know how to use their minds. They're playing by the brain's rules. Have you ever had one of those days where it feels like your own brain is just working against you? You wake up already tired, you've got this massive to-do list, but you have zero energy to tackle it. You try to focus, but oh, look, a squirrel. But what if you could have a different kind of day? Seriously, imagine waking up feeling sharp, totally refreshed, with this amazing mental clarity. A day where you actually get your work done ahead of schedule and you feel great about it, not completely drained. Now, this isn't some fantasy. This is real neuroscience. The secret is learning to work with your brain, not against it. And the really cool part? These rules, these powers, they're already inside you. They're just waiting for you to unlock them. So here's how we're going to break it all down. We've grouped these 8 powerful rules into a really simple 3-part system. First up, we're going to build the foundation with the body-brain connection. Then we'll get into how to sharpen our focus with mastering your mental state. And finally, we'll learn how to make it all last by making knowledge stick. Let's start right at the beginning. Because here's something most people get wrong. Peak mental performance, it doesn't actually start in your head. It starts with your body. And that brings us to rule number 1, sleep. Let's be honest, so many of us treat sleep like a luxury, right? It's that thing you do only after everything else is done. We'll sacrifice an hour of sleep for one more episode on Netflix, not realizing we're basically just stealing energy and focus from our future selves. The truth is, sleep isn't optional. It's an absolute necessity. It is your brain's nightly reset button. See, while you're sleeping, your brain is actually working overtime. It's literally cleaning out all the mental junk that builds up during the day. It's filing away important memories, it's balancing your emotions, and it's sharpening your thinking for tomorrow. When you're truly well-rested, decisions just feel easier, your focus is better, and motivation, well, it feels natural, not like something you have to force. And building right on top of that is rule number 2, exercise. You ever feel that mental fog where every thought just feels like it's moving through mud? Well, that's actually a primal signal from your body. The connection here is so simple and so direct. When your body moves, your mind wakes up. Period. So here's the crucial thing to get. Exercise isn't just for your body, it is fuel for your mind. Every time you move, whether it's a walk or a workout, your brain releases these awesome chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, the stuff that makes you feel happy, motivated, and focused. And you don't have to become a marathon runner. Even a simple 20-minute walk can be enough to blow away that fog and refuel your brain. Okay, so we've built the physical foundation. That's step 1. Now let's get into the mental toolkit. These are the rules for managing your mind when you're right in the thick of it. Let's talk about rule number 3, focus. Oh man, we've all been there. You're typing an email, you're scrolling on your phone, you've got a video playing in the background, and you're thinking about what to have for dinner. We feel like we're being super productive, but it's a total illusion. It's the false comfort of multitasking. In reality, your brain is just frantically switching back and forth, burning through your energy and shattering your focus with every single switch. Now, the antidote to this is a superpower for the modern world. It's called deep work. This is the ability to focus on one single thing without distraction. Think of it like this. Multitasking is like a weak floodlight, spreading your attention thinly over a huge area. Deep work, on the other hand, is a laser beam, concentrating all of your mental power onto one single point until you have a breakthrough. That's where the magic happens. And that brings us to rule number 4, stress. We're taught to treat stress like it's this enemy we have to fight or ignore. But what if we just looked at it differently? What if stress is just a signal? It's your body's alarm system telling you, hey, something's a little out of balance here. Ignoring it is like putting a piece of tape over the check engine light in your car. It doesn't solve the problem. The real key is to manage that stress before it starts managing you. And the process? It's incredibly simple. The next time you feel that pressure building, just pause. Stop everything you're doing. Take one deep breath. Maybe get up and move your body for just a minute. And maybe most important of all, reset your expectations. You're a human being, not a machine. It's okay. Which leads us perfectly into rule number 5, breaks. Get this. Your brain naturally operates in cycles of about 90 to 120 minutes of peak focus. After that, its performance falls off a cliff. And I mean, just look at this chart. The difference is night and day. Trying to power through without a break just leads to burnout. But taking strategic breaks, that keeps you performing at a high level all day long. So, this is so important to understand. Taking a break is not a sign of weakness.
It is not lazy. It is a strategic move. It's about recharging your mind so you can come back to your work sharper, clearer, and way more creative. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but sometimes the most productive thing you can possibly do is nothing at all.
All right, we have covered the body and the mind in the moment. Now for the final section, how we build the engine for long-term growth and motivation. These are the rules that make new habits, new knowledge, and that drive to succeed actually last. To do that, we're going to look at this powerful trio of rules that work together perfectly: repetition, visuals, and emotions. When you combine these three, you basically create this incredible learning machine that turns information into knowledge you can actually use. Let's start with rule number 6, repetition. I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? Your brain is like a muscle. You can't go to the gym one time and expect to be ripped. And in the same way, you can't hear or read something just once and expect to have mastered it. Repetition is what carves those pathways in your brain, turning a new idea from something you kind of know into a permanent part of how you think. Next up is rule number 7, visuals. Our brains are hardwired to process images so much faster and more effectively than text. I mean, look at this. When you read a dense paragraph, your brain has to work to decode every single word. But when you see a simple diagram, you just get it instantly. Visuals kind of bypass all the hard work and speak directly to your brain's understanding. And finally, our 8th rule, and this one might be the most powerful of them all. It's the one that fuels everything else: emotions. Look, logic might make the plan, but it's emotion that actually drives the car. You can repeat an idea all you want, you can visualize the outcome, but if your heart isn't in it, you're always going to struggle. Emotional drive is that fire inside. It's the why that connects what you have to do with who you want to be. So we have gone on quite a journey here, haven't we? We've explored the 8 fundamental rules that really govern your mind's performance. But, just understanding them, that's only the first step. The real question is, what are you going to do now? When you boil it all down, it comes back to this incredibly simple 3-part system. First, you build that physical foundation with sleep and exercise. Second, you learn to master the present moment with focus, stress management, and strategic breaks. And third, you fuel your long-term growth with repetition, visuals, and of course, emotion. And this right here is the most important takeaway of all. You can know all these rules, you can read all the books, you can understand all the neuroscience, but none of it means a thing without actually doing something. Knowledge isn't power. Action is what turns that knowledge into real, actual power in your life. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought, this one question. You've heard the rules, you can see the path forward, and now the choice is yours. Are you going to let this just be some interesting information that you forget by tomorrow, or is today the day you decide to start living by your brain's own rules? The choice is yours.